Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
Hey, yo, this is Joe Ayinde, and I'm on PoPolitickin right now, politicking with the kings. What up?
Looking at the flip, count it twice. I could get the work moving for a discounted price. Know the stick-up kid is looking for the discounted ice. And the cops say I'm black and got a discounted life. Yeah, they shooting. Church bells. Life sentence, put them in that herb jail. Pay the toll, burn the bridge, burn the shell. Heard a pop, then I heard a nigga yell. I done got my power up, I'm rolling big. Rolling paper so it look like I'm just rolling cigs. Hit the up, then go ahead and hit the coldest jig. Hit a stop, snap my fingers and my shoulder dip. I'm flowing like open wrist, yeah, I kill it, no cold defense. Yeah, I kick it, my soul in this. Yeah, I get it like, your winter ain't cold as this. Yeah, I figured you know that my temperament cold is the temperature of the snow. Yeah, I show them how to play the game, beat the system, get a bag. Hear a nigga in your system down the ass. What's the ticket for a verse? About a stash. They know your spirit is worth a lot of cash, so they keep on putting more sugar in the tank. It ain't healthy for your body. I ain't talking what you think. Yeah, I'm cool with the gauge. Make sure you get it straight. Cost more for the veggies, so we tryna get the cake. Like looking at the flip, count it twice. I could get the work moving for a discounted price. Know the stick-up kid is looking for the discounted ice. And the cops say I'm black and got a discounted life. Yeah, they shooting. Church bells. Life sentence, put them in that herb jail. Pay the toll, burn the bridge, burn the shell. Heard a
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go to Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, type in PoPolitickin. This is some of our interviews past 11 years. 1212, I'm in the place to be with Joe Ayinde. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, man. How you doing? Good, sir.
I'm fantastic. So that sounds like your real name, right?
Yeah, Joe Ayinde. First name Joseph, middle name's Ayinde. So kind of just threw those together. Joe Ayinde, there you have it. Dun, dun, dun.
Then what's your hometown?
I'm from North Babylon, New York. That's that same area as Rakim. LL Cool J grew up out there. That's about a 20-minute drive towards where Prodigy from Mobb Deep grew up in Hempstead. 15 minutes over from De La Soul in Amityville. So yeah, right in the middle of a lot of history.
What's up? So what made you want to rap? Where was you at? What age you was at?
Really, it was me, MC Hammer. He's the one that really did it for me. Growing up, I grew up in church, so I would always be around music. I fell in love with music when I first heard the drums. I just remember hearing that bass hitting my chest. And since then, it was like, growing up, learning how to beatbox. My older brother and older sister, they taught me how to beatbox. And then I ran into MC Hammer like a lot of young, impressionable youth at my age. And just his... seeing him perform and knowing how I felt seeing him perform and just the excitement from it is like, yo, I want to entertain. I want to do that. I want to be on stage. And after that, it was I like the West Coast sound that was going on back in the 90s. And I was rocking with Bad Boy a lot. I was a lot of mainstream sounds. So I think Mace is the one that really made me say, hey, I wanna rap.
That's Mace one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah, man, that was the turning point where it went from entertainment, like MC Hammer and showmanship, to there's an art form behind this.
All right, then what is hip hop to you?
Hip hop is the culture. For me, hip hop is stylish movement. Hip hop, of course, knowing that embraces DJing, b-boying, graffiti, rap music, all the elements. But hip hop is a culture. It's a way of life. It's your slang. It's the way you wear your clothes. it's the way you walk. It's even the way that you process information could be hip hop. And for me, rap music is just it's the voice of that culture.
And I want you to talk about your style and like some of the themes you talk about in your music.
Yeah, for me, it's a lot of life, a lot of life. It was always introspective. I got to a point, growing up listening to Mace, like I don't have Rolexes and things like that. So as I as I grew up, started listening to like the Joe Buttons and Little Brother. Fonte is one of my favorite MCs and people like that. So that influenced that introspective style. So there's a lot of life lessons, just a lot of reflecting. And at this point, it's me just delivering information on how I've moved either intellectually or emotionally, mentally, spiritually from one place to another. The level, like the leveling up, and even revealing the processes, revealing those dark times in that music, and just really being like a soundtrack to holistic living, if you want to say that, yeah.
Yeah, I interviewed Big Pooh a few times on the show.
Yeah, man. That's Big Pooh, man. I remember I used to confuse when I first ran into Little Brother or was introduced to him. I didn't know who Big Pooh or Fonte was. I used to mix up their names and stuff like that. But yeah, man, Fonte and Big Pooh are responsible for for a lot of my love for rap music.
And what's some of your favorite Mace songs?
Oh my gosh. Well, the whole Harlem World album was fire. But I say my all time favorite Mace song is gonna have to be "Jealous Guys." I know that's weird.
Oh yeah, I like that song too.
But,
that's probably my second one. My first one probably that one he did with Monifa.
ooh.
I need to be loved by you. He went off on that one, but yeah, Jealous
Oh
Guys. That shit was
yeah.
hard.
That joint with is one to act, we could act. One to scrap, we could scrap.
Yeah.
That joint was fire too. Yeah, but that Jealous Guys, I just felt like how they did it on Big's album, all that. It was different. It was dope. The fact that they were vulnerable enough to even play on the track like that, like
Yeah,
that was
Big
cool.
had did the Player Haters, right?
Yeah, yup, yup.
So, what are some of your goals for your career right now?
Right now, it's really a lot of focusing on the branding. I took some time off of focusing on the artistry to really learn the business, learn about more about marketing, learn about what I was trying to portray. And so I got everything situated, got my paperwork right. So my company is Good Hygiene LLC, and just packaging that up right and making sure that I'm pushing that message of just holistic living, an alternative way of living, just like a side dish for folks. So making sure that the music that I'm creating now is serving the purpose as being that soundtrack for good hygiene. And I'm doing Monday through Friday. I do a daily peak. It's no less than a minute of me just talking about mental health, emotional wellness, just parenting. It's a daily peek into life, and I try to just reach out to the folks and relate with people and get a lot of good feedback on that. So it's branding, getting the branding down, developing that fan base, allowing people to identify with good hygiene and feel like they're part of the gene pool. So that's the focus right now.
Yeah, I was on your Instagram and I saw it said motivational speaker, but I didn't know if you were just saying that because you rap or you actually are a motivational speaker.
And the reason why I did that is because I saw that people were really taking a liking to the daily peaks and the content that I was posting, which is very motivational. And they hear that in the music, but there's something very personable about the videos coming out. So I just put motivational speaker as like kind of jokingly, because you'll see rapper or rap artist and it's like, here we go, another one. So I think it's very surprising when people play a video and they read in the comments instrumental by Joe Ayinde, or at the end of the video, or if they're listening closely, they hear this song. They may hear my song Skyfall in the back, or they may hear my song Dope in the back, and it's like, well, along with this, the gems that he's dropping, he raps too, and then they, it's a whole discovery process and really grabbing people at the grassroots.
All right. Then I ask you about your current projects, what you got coming up? I saw you just came out with a video. I forgot the name of it, but I was just looking at it on YouTube.
Oh man, there was a couple videos that dropped.
Like just dropped like this month.
Okay, then
I want to say, let me look right quick because I was on there already. I was actually looking on your site.
I know I dropped my last video.
Some with a
That
D, I want to say. Discount. Yeah,
Yep.
discount.
Yeah, that was So I was doing the Ayinde series where I was releasing content, a song weekly for that month of May. And Discount was the end of that section of the series, and I dropped a video for that, High Energy. And at this point right now, you're gonna be the first to know. I'll let you know right now. I'm working on an actual project. If you've been rocking with me for a while, then you might already know the name to what this project is gonna be. But I'm working on a project, and we're gonna do a nice release. We're gonna package some things up in a nice bundle and make it really, really, really good for the folks out there. So I am actually working on a project. It's gonna be a lot of self production on there, a lot of production from my camp, because the last project that I put out reached out to a few different producers. So it's gonna be very, very in house. It's gonna have a nice vibe, nice feel to it. And yeah, that's the good hygiene. It's coming.
Right. You was kind of talking about this, but what are some of your interests outside of music?
Interests outside of music, I'm really big on fatherhood, family life. So on the real, it's talking to people about parenting. I like talking to folks about parenting styles. I like I like reading. I'm big on reading. I'm big on just kicking it with my wife. I mean, when I say she don't feel like a wife, I got a best friend. Like I kick it with my shorty, and we just chop and we build. And I like food, man. Like I'm really a regular Joe when it comes down to it. Like I like rapping and all, but ain't nothing like me kicking it with my sons. Ain't nothing like me chopping with my daughter, hanging with my wife. I like getting in the community. It's actually yesterday we had a community event in Maslin out here in Ohio, community fair. So I got busy under the tent, talking with the folks, the nonprofit organizations in the community, handing out information, introducing myself to folks, making myself available. I like doing that and handing information to folks because the information is there. I want to see my people do well, and sometimes we just don't like to put in that footwork. So if I can disperse information, I know people like my smile. So if I can be a face for something to help advance my folks, that's my thing. I really want to get into building with an organization, even starting my own that gives fathers more of a voice in the legal system. Because that's one of my passions, especially like thinking about young fathers. I want to get in there to start moving towards some reform for that, because that's a handful. I'm out here, man. I'm out here with the people, man. That's what I like to do. I'm out here with the people. I'm kicking it with the wife and kids, man.
Yeah, it sound like you got 3-4 kids.
Woo! Yeah, let's stop at 3. We got
yeah,
three.
I heard boys, but then I heard daughter. So I was like,
my
3?
daughter. My daughter is she's in Georgia. My wife, we actually met. We got married. We came into the marriage one apiece, and then we had one ourselves. So my daughter, she's in Georgia, actually going down this month to see baby girl. So yeah, 3 kids. Somebody talking about having another one. I'm trying to play see what it's looking like, but they talking about another one. I don't know.
I would say. So, what do you like most about being a father?
The most. That's even hard to say. I say the most interesting. No, what I like the most is the fact that I'm realizing that I'm learning just as much from my children as I think that they're learning from me. Being able to view them as individuals, view them as human beings, and even see myself in them, and stop, and not like have the patience. I'm learning a lot of patience because I see them do things, and it's like, well, that's something that you need to work on, Joe. And just learning from their willingness to soak up information, learning from the fact that they can just see life from a perspective of, I don't have to pay bills and life is wonderful. So just getting back to that essence of life, I learned that from them. Being present, being in that moment, being in the moment. I learned that from them. Like, so that's a joy of fatherhood for me, is really seeing life at its core essence without all the worries and the weight of the world.
Then what's your favorite book and your favorite movie?
My favorite book is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
Yeah, I like that book too.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I'd say a close second is gonna have to be A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. That's pretty dope too. My favorite movie. Oh, whew. Man, that's a rough question right there, man. It kind of it changes with the wind. Um, I'm gonna go with The Wood right now. That's how I'm feeling.
And then what advice would you give to new artists?
Um, find the balance between your craft and what it takes to get your craft in front of people. Um, it's cool to it's cool to have a plan to make the music move, but if your music is trash, then you disrespecting the craft. Find another way to get money. Get out my field. And also, it's cool to be able to rap and make the best songs in the world, but if you expect everybody else to handle your business and get your name out, and you want everybody to make you as important as you need to be making yourself, then get about the business. You disrespecting the craft of business. So really find that balance between the artistry and the business.
And then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Hey, to my fans and supporters, yo, keep rocking with me. Over the course of these next weeks and months, you're gonna see a lot of content rolling out. Head on over to joeayinde.com. Hit me up on social media. I love y'all as always. Good hygiene. Shout out to the gene pool, man. We got some good things in the works, baby.
All right, I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Oh, for sure, G, for sure.
Yeah, what's your social media and everything?
Social media, all social media, JoeAyinde, Joe Ayinde, all social media.
PoPolitickin.com.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.